Massive thank you to PCBWay for sponsoring this video. PCBWay are your one-stop solution for all of your DIY project needs. They offer all kinds of different PCB printing options, including multi-layered PCBs and flexible ones. As well as that, they are now offering CNC machining, 3D printing, sheet metal fabrication, and even injection molding. Check out PCBWay using the link in the description.
Hello everyone, how's it going? My name is Elliot, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at two rather cool things that you can buy on Amazon. These are called arcades in a tin, and they're both licensed. This isn't some, knockoff Chinese stuff. This is actually licensed products by Tetris and by Namco. This is Arcade in a Tin. Marathon and Sprint, full color 8-bit game. These are pretty damn cool. Now I think these are kind of modeled off of the early Raspberry Pi mods where people put Raspberry Pis in Altoids tins. But what's really cool is this is a proper official thing. So if you actually like Tetris and Pac-Man and Namco, then this is going to be a rather cool thing for you to collect. And the boxes themselves as well are really damn cool. But I have to say, I'm very excited to see what these are actually like. Now the reviews on Amazon do seem good. A couple of people have said that the ergonomics aren't great and that the build quality is not great, but we're going to take a look at both of those things in this video. So on the back it says original sounds, official gameplay. There's a marathon game mode and a sprint game mode. It'll be interesting to hear if the audio is all good. Often it is the case with these sorts of things that sometimes the audio can be a little bit naff. Maybe it won't be at the right speed or pitch or whatever. Arcade in a Tin, original sounds, official gameplay, 4-directional D-pad control. I love that they're advertising that like back in the day when they actually did advertise that as being like an impressive feature. But yeah, you can see some screenshots of the games here. If it looks as good as these screenshots, then I think this is going to be pretty damn good. So these retail for about £30, but they're currently on Amazon for sale at £25. Let's have a look at the Pac-Man one first. So really excited. If you were into collecting boxes, don't open it like that. Just saying. Oh no, this is going horribly wrong. Right, so there's a load of cardboard flying out. There is a little instruction manual right here, but how hard can it be to figure out? Oh, it just tells us what's what. We don't need to look at that. Okay, so there's no charger, so potentially this is going to be taking actual batteries, which is kind of like how it would have been originally. Not sure if I'm a fan of that. Maybe it's micro USB. We'll soon find out. Again, the Tetris one has an instruction manual too. There's absolutely nothing else in the box other than a massive amount of cardboard shreddings. Okay, so here we have them, the arcades in a tin. They're cute. They're very cute. I like them a lot. They don't really look like much. I think they look like little tins of sweets. You know, the little tins that you get which have like those little generic mints in their different shapes. They don't weigh a lot. Let's have a look quickly. Okay, so they are batteries. They do require AAA batteries. A little bit of a nuisance for me right now. I'm going to have to go and get those, but I think probably from a convenience perspective, that's probably better. I don't know how often you're going to be playing this thing to recharge it. It's not great for the environment. It's each to their own. Some people prefer rechargeable stuff. Other people in these sorts of handheld devices prefer batteries. So you could put, I suppose, rechargeable AAAs in there if you wanted to. It's made by Fizz Creations. It does say on the back here, licensed. It looks as though this metal tin is something that's going to scratch quite easily, but I think actually that's quite cool. If you're using this as a thing to keep in your bag, having it look quite scratched is going to make it look even less like it's an actual console or something like that. So yeah, let's go ahead and open these up and see what they look like inside. Okay, so I like them. I think immediately looking at those, they're pretty cool, and I like that they're obviously using the same components, the screen and the top piece there and the bottom piece as well, but they've obviously not got the two holes here for the buttons. So if they were to do a whole range of those, they're going to look pretty damn cool on the shelf. What other games would you like to see from this company making these little arcades in a tin? I would love Solar Striker. I know that's not going to be possible at all, but well, maybe it is. But Solar Striker would be sick. It's probably not a very popular game to be putting in a tin and then making a product about it. But yeah, I mean Tetris and Pac-Man much more recognizable. But so far, these look pretty good. I'm a little bit worried about this hinge. This hinge is plastic. The only thing I will say is that the top screen doesn't really weigh anything, so there's not going to be a lot of load bearing on that top screen. I don't know what that guy was on about with ergonomics. Like, this feels very ergonomic to me. I mean, maybe it's because my hands are quite big. Potentially a kid is not going to have the same experience. But to me, so far right now, that feels pretty decent. I like that the speaker is in the middle. It's not going to be covered up by your thumbs or anything like that. Same with this one as well. And you've got like a reset button there, I think, an on and off switch, a sound button, and a pause and play. And then here's the 2 holes for the batteries. Let me go grab those. So I literally had to go to the shop and buy batteries. So that was fun. So I've put batteries in them. Let's go ahead and start with Tetris. I have to say, the screens look absolutely stunning. They are lovely and crisp. Great colors. This probably would have been quite expensive to have put these colored screens in there. I would have been happy with the black and white one. I just think that these games are so classic and simple, but I am a bit of a retro enthusiast, so color is probably going to be what everyone would prefer. So let's go ahead and start with Marathon, and let's press, presumably, the play one. There we have it. Okay, so there is some sound. Wow, so there's actually... Oh, I just pressed restart. The music button is affecting the brightness of the screen. I'm not sure if you can see that there. Maybe that's in the manual. It doesn't say in the manual that that is supposed to happen. I'm not sure if you can even see that, but it does look as though the volume on and off is actually affecting the brightness. It's kind of irrelevant. I don't know how much you're going to be adjusting the on and off button, and it's also not going so dim that it's not usable. It's just something I thought I'd note. Right, so there's a counter every single time you press pause again, or play, which is quite good. The music sounds a little bit off. But then again, I haven't played any sort of modern Tetris game, so maybe this music is meant to be like this, and maybe it will speed up, because obviously the game's quite slow right now, so maybe it will speed up. Can you hear, though, that there is a few sort of little graphical glitches? One thing I have to say is, I mean, obviously I'm a massive retro enthusiast, so I'm going to be picking up on every little detail of this thing, whereas the average person who just wants Tetris in a tin for their trips on the bus or whatever, they're probably not gonna pick up on that. Also, I would probably be playing it without the music on if I was sat on a bus. There's no headphone jack, and without the music on, everything seems fine. So I don't know. Maybe it's personal preference again. You can also just turn off the actual soundtrack and just have sort of effects of you moving the pieces around, little sort of sound effects. Sounds very similar to like old mobile phones and stuff, where they just had like little tiny piezo speakers, whatever the term is for it. But yeah, those little sort of beep 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 beep, those little beeps. Damn it. I don't have anything really bad to say about it. I mean, it's not a Game Boy, but it's only a £25 thing. I suppose my immediate thoughts are, you have to be a bit of a Tetris fan to buy this. It's going to be the sort of thing you'd be buying your parent or your grandparent or your uncle. It doesn't give me the vibe of like a proper enthusiastic retro gamer, but that's probably not who it's marketed towards anyway. It's probably a bit of a like, you know, Father's and Mother's Day present or birthday present or Christmas present, a stocking filler. But it seems like a really well-made thing. I don't know what I could possibly make different about the ergonomics, considering this is a literal tin, but it is pretty cool from my perspective. I'm going to be reading through all the comments, so I would love to see what you think of these products in the description below. The ribbon cable's possibly a bit of a weak point, but I don't think it's going to get damaged. I mean, how often are you going to be going near that? And it looks like it's bending right out of the way. It is possibly something that could cause a bit of a weak point, but I imagine if you did have an issue with it, you could just email Amazon and they'd be able to sort that out for you. But let's have a go with the Pac-Man one. Pac-Man in a tin. Look at that, it's an actual customized ROM, which is really cool. Right, we'll have to play the intro to Pac-Man to see if that was the same speed. This is cool. Yeah, this is seriously cool. Run away! Oh, that was a pro move. I mean, yeah, this one's, to me, is my favorite. I really, really, really like this. It doesn't seem like anything sounds wrong, or the speed feels wrong. No! Damn it, I was so close. Come on. So close. Yes! Oh, I completely didn't film it. There we go. I mean, that one is sick. We're not going to spend too much time looking at it. We've just looked at the Tetris one. And it's basically the exact same thing, just a different game. So this is a really cool product. I really, really like them. I think they're cute. I think they're well presented. I think they're well made. I would say £25 seems quite expensive for something like this, especially given that you can buy devices now that play everything. But often those require a little bit more sort of specialist knowledge on ROMs and all that kind of nonsense. Whereas if someone is just into Tetris and into Pac-Man and it's their birthday, Christmas, Father's Day, Mother's Day, whatever it might be, this is a really cool thing. I just think it's important to consider the actual target audience of a product like this rather than just slating it from a retro enthusiast expert's point of view. So there we have it, Tetris and Pac-Man in a tin. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. If you want to see me open this up, that's certainly something I can do as well, so let me know. And yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.